Edmund walking here, and today we're going to be replacing some spark plugs, some wires, and a coil. We're going to be swapping our old plugs over to NGKs because I've been using them for the longest time. For this repair, use ratchet, extension, 5/8 socket, slim wall if possible, so you don't have to bump into any of the walls of the engine. We got gapper, because if you don't gap the plug right, it's basically not going to fire the way you want it. And just in case you need to get around something, universal joint. Start, we're going to go ahead and pull the cap off the air filter case and remove the air filter case. See, nice little tray. And if we want to go ahead and pull it all in one piece, don't forget that little heater hose. And there's your plugs. And from last time, we had them all wrapped up and labeled. So that's the hard part already done, just in case you get confused. That's also on the cap. So we've got everything covered. Now, because I've got the wires already labeled on the cap and the wires, all I need to do is pull them and match them up with the ones that I've got from the store. So, label your stuff on the cap, the wires, and then go ahead and pull all of them. We're also going to want to place the coil, because right here on the side you can see where it's white, that means it's wore out. And yeah, and look, so I'm going to try to do the little handiwork. That is a cotter pin. But luckily, we've got new ones. Yay. And you want to pull this, and it hangs right here on the side. And I pulled the hose from here with the pick very easily because it will break. And the other side, where is it? Here it is, right there. Pulled it with a pick as well and removed it. And your coil has got two connectors, they're side by side, and you want to use your pick on it, on those clips, because you don't want to pull up on it and it crack because it's brittle. And underneath that, see those two holes right there? Those are 10mm bolts. And yeah, once you loosen those two up, the coil will come right out. And next, I'm going to brush off those ends just because I'm OCD like that. With my kit, the new coil came with new bracket bolts, so I replaced them because a cotter pin and a rusted bolt does not make any sense. And back together, you can see it's sitting right there. The piece here that was hanging here, I took it off, popped the hose here. Actually, I popped the hose on this side, disconnected this connector, and pulled that hose in. So once you have all that back together, you can start on your plugs. Now, a helpful hint, when you're pulling the spark plugs out, especially when they're old, they could easily break off. You want to try to keep your ratchet as straight as can be and just turn them slowly. Don't be rough with them. Usually you want to have your hand here and your other hand on the handle and slowly turn counterclockwise, because you have rust that's holding it in there, and that could easily break off, and then you're looking at repairs to pull it out, and you don't want to go down that road. So just be careful. Well, it's been a couple days now, and we've noticed a lot more horsepower. Everything still looks pretty good, so it's to my liking. It was a success, and yeah, I guess our next project will probably be the belt, and we'll check the tensioner out and any pulleys that have any problems with them. So tune in next time to that. Like if you liked the video, dislike if you didn't like it, comment if you want to see something that I didn't show. We'll see you in the next one.